don't ignore signals. Just go get it looked at. I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
He's, of course, a familiar face at WAFB, our former chief meteorologist, Jay Grymes. Jay recently shared he's been battling cancer found at the base of his tongue. Tonight, he and doctors are sharing a warning about who's at risk for this type of cancer and how you can protect not just yourself, but the next generation, too.
Well, the rain's gone now, but not before some pretty big totals around the area here.
Jay Grymes made a career of warning people about danger ahead, both as WAFB's longtime chief meteorologist and now as Louisiana's climatologist under the governor's emergency preparedness office.
Make it easier for yourself.
But now he's sharing a more personal warning.
My first two words were, not me.
Jay was recently diagnosed with oropharynx cancer in the back of the throat or bottom of the tongue.
That actually works better.
For him, it started with a persistent cough. It took multiple exams from several doctors to figure out the cause.
Went to a second ENT, and he was the one who found, let's call it a spot on the back of my tongue.
Jay had an advanced case requiring both radiation and chemo, which cost him his signature beard. His case also falls in line with a surprising trend doctors across the country are seeing, with men in particular. While smoking was once the most common cause of throat and tongue cancer,
these are people who've never had any exposure to tobacco, no exposure to alcohol.
Instead, doctors at Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center in Baton Rouge say more than 80% of the cases they see now are caused by human papillomavirus, or HPV.
HPV is extremely common, but most of the time it clears up on its own. That means it's hard to know if you've been exposed unless it starts causing problems like cancer. But that cancer may not even develop until decades after exposure.
It's also not something that is to be socially stigmatized. We're all at some point exposed to HPV in some degree or the other. So there shouldn't be any embarrassment or shame that comes with this.
If there's a silver lining, doctors say throat and tongue cancer caused by HPV seems to respond better to treatment options.
For those that do go on to develop this, it actually has a good prognosis with treatment.
And like all cancers, the earlier it's caught, the better the outcome. It's why you may even notice a more thorough exam at your next dental appointment.
Many dentists now even train to look in the throat and just see if they see something abnormal in the throat. Notice any lumps or bumps in the mouth, anything that's not healing. Do you have any trouble swallowing? Do you have a new persistent cough that is not going away? Are there any nodules or swellings you notice in your neck? All those things can be looked at on a 6-month basis if you go to your dentist.
But doctors say tongue and throat cancer can be prevented altogether thanks to the HPV vaccine, which is now recommended for teens and adults up to age 45.
If there was a horrible disease that you knew you could possibly get later on in life, and you knew there was something you could do right now for your children to avoid them going through what people are going through now, why on earth would you not do that? And that's the vaccine.
Jay has finished his rounds of chemo and radiation therapy. While he's still waiting for the all clear, he's optimistic he'll be back to full form soon.
If the hairs will permit, the beard's coming back.
In the meantime, he has this first alert.
If something is bothering you, just go get it checked. It's not that big of a deal.
Certain strains of HPV can also lead to cervical cancer in women. If you want to know more about the HPV vaccine and if it's right for you, even your kids, the experts say talk to your primary care physician.